From food vendors and parks to hot dogs and sparks, we will explain next on Richland Now. Hello, and welcome to the latest edition of Richland Now. I'm Gail Everett. Richland Energy Services is using a different technique to replace old underground power cable as part of its ongoing cable replacement program. The technique is called horizontal directional boring, and crews use a special underground drill to bore a hole instead of digging a large trench. The technique is faster, more cost-effective, and much less invasive than the traditional trenching method. Customers benefit from directional boring since their landscape will be minimally disturbed in most cases. The existing power cable being replaced was buried directly in the ground. Since it has met or exceeded its life expectancy, it's subject to increasing failures which cause power outages. The new cable installed in conduit will prevent power outages and ensure reliable service. If cable failures do occur, crews will be able to quickly remove the faulted cable and install new cable without trenching, thus reducing the duration of outages. Crews began a directional boring project in the Meadow Springs area in October and will continue work in other areas of Richland through spring of 2016. Richland Energy Services will evaluate using underground boring for future projects whenever possible due to its many advantages over traditional trenching. Richland Energy Services recently partnered with Benton PUD and Franklin PUD to recognize Public Power Week. These three Tri-Cities public utilities collectively employ over 300 employees and serve over 97,000 residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural customers with reliable, low-cost, environmentally responsible power. This year, the utilities celebrated Public Power Week by taking part in the Energy Experience at the Reach. Over 600 Mid-Columbia 7th and 8th graders participated in the Day of Energy Education. The focus was on the benefits of hydropower, nuclear energy, solar, wind, and natural gas. The students also learned about safety and careers in the energy sector. Students gained hands-on experience at numerous exhibits and learned about how energy works, makes our lives more comfortable, and keeps our economy strong. The City of Richland presented a $136,000 incentive check to the Richland School District at their October school board meeting. The incentive is for energy savings achieved through numerous energy efficiency projects at several Richland schools. Richland Energy Services provides customers incentives which are made available through the Bonneville Power Administration's Commercial and Industrial Energy Efficiency Program. The incentives help offset the incremental cost of higher efficiency systems and operations and encourage customers to pursue energy efficient projects. The school district's project saved over 770,000 kilowatt hours in its first year of energy savings, and that's enough energy to power nearly 520 homes. Richland School District Executive Director of Support Services Mark Panther explained that the district estimates the projects will save taxpayers about $200,000 per year, and those dollars will be available for funding other educational programs that benefit students. That's amazing work. With help from representatives from Benton County, the Port of Kennewick, and the Friends of Badger Mountain, the City of Richland proudly broke ground on the Trailhead Parking Lot. The new parking lot is funded through a partnership with the Port of Kennewick and Benton County and collectively gave $185,000 to the project. The parking lot will provide a much-needed 76 off-street parking spaces and will be located between the existing parking lot and the north side of the developed portion of Trailhead Park. Access to the new lot will be provided off of Queensgate Drive. The paved parking lot will provide a safer alternative to parking on the street. Well, pardon our dust, but I'm sure you've noticed a lot of construction work taking place on Richland sidewalks recently. That is because the City of Richland received a HUD grant to repair damaged sidewalks within our central business district. Crews are sealing sidewalk joints, grinding joints that have separated, and replacing concrete panels that have cracked. The work is being done from Lee Street to Swift Boulevard and from Stevens Drive to George Washington Way. This work will improve the walkability and ADA accessibility within the Central Business District. The City of Richland began allowing food trucks in public parks 8 years ago. The goal was to stimulate activity in our parks, and staff reports that certainly has happened. In an effort to attract even more high-quality food trucks, staff has proposed amendments to the municipal code related to food vendors in our city parks. The food truck regulations are proposed revisions to the existing code that will increase the size of permitted food trucks from 150 square feet to 200. Remove the monthly limit at a location and allow self-propelled vehicles instead of just trailers. The Parks and Recreation Commission and the Planning Commission have both made positive recommendations to Council regarding the proposed changes. This item will be placed on a Council agenda for final vote in the near future. Well, calling all goblins and ghouls, princesses and pirates of all ages, Richland Parks and Recreation is hosting its annual Fall Carnival. There will be carnival games and a scary maze, a spooky hayride, and frightening stories. Our favorite party clown, Big Top, will be there, and there will be tons of candy and prizes. Dress up for the best costume contest, and all contestants will receive a free photograph. The Fall Carnival is Friday, October 23rd at the Richland Community Center, and it only costs $2.50 for a Richland resident and $3.25 for a non-resident, and runs from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Well, are you familiar with Washington's deep musical history and influence? Bands like Heart, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and most recently, Macklemore have broken out of the Washington music scene and risen to worldwide prominence, and it's exciting. If you'd like to learn more, join Amanda Wild at the Richland Library as she speaks about Washington's musical pioneers. Amanda will present a conversation about the influence of Bing Crosby, Jimi Hendrix, and Kurt Cobain on the technology business and notoriety of Washington State. The free discussion takes place Thursday, October 15th at 7 p.m. in the Doris Roberts Gallery. Well, get out your pen and paper because we have a few can't-miss events happening at the Richland Public Library to tell you about. The first one is a drop-in Halloween fun event on Saturday, October 24th. Stop by anytime between 10 and noon and make crafts, decorations, and even props to take photos with, all with a Halloween theme. This is a free event thanks to the Friends of the Richland Library Group who have paid for all of the materials. Another Halloween-themed event is scheduled for Friday, October 30th at the library. Toddler Story Time takes on a spooky theme at 10 and 11. Join us for about 30 minutes of stories, song, and rhymes geared towards children 1.5 to 3 years old. Well, if you would like more information on any of these stories you've seen here, please log on to the City of Richland's webpage. I'm Gail Everett. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Richland Now.